When I was 18, I dated a 34-year-old man. I'm 34 now. And let's be clear, I was in high school when we started dating.
Yeah, this is gonna be an interesting one. Hey guys, welcome back. Or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Lumi, and today we're gonna get into some more dating TikToks. But before we get started, if you could do me a huge favor and hit that like button, it would really mean a lot to me.
I think about it now, as a 34-year-old, I legitimately, I fought. I was 18, my whole entire family, because I was gonna book it, because of course he was out of state, we met online. So I was gonna book it and live with him without telling anybody. PS, none of my family even knew we were dating at this point. I literally left oh my god, this is crazy. I left a note on my kitchen table and was just like, peace, and my best friend was gonna drop me off at the airport, and I was literally just gonna leave the state. Now that didn't happen, but as an 18-year-old, then my family obviously found out. And if you want a story time, I can get into that story time because it is legitimately fucking crazy. But so anyways, my family finds out. They all come around. He flies up. We have this thing. I fought for this relationship. And then we ended up moving in. I ended up down the road, which we were together for a while. But it's wild that I was 18 when that started and I'm 34 now. And I'm thinking about even the potential, I don't even want to talk to a 18-year-old, even if they are mature, because I was I'm not going to sit here and say that I wasn't. I was, but still I was in high school. It's weird. But once again, I just feel it's about the stages of life. It's not necessarily about the age. I was just at such a different stage in my life than he was in his. And no matter what you want to say about, oh, you loved each other or whatever, but if you love somebody, you want to see the best for them. And the best for me would not have been being with you. A 34-year-old, a 34-year-old. I had just, this is wild to me now. Looking back at it, really wild. So anyways, have you been in an age gap relationship, and then when you get to the age that the older person in the age gap was when you dated them, you're like, what the
Yeah, this is an absolutely wild story. Unfortunately, it happens a lot though. I've had friends who had something similar happen to them. Actually, now that I think about it, I think my ex-girlfriend had a situationship with someone who was 10 years older than her. And let me tell you, 9 times out of 10, I feel like these relationships, they just don't work out. It's always something that's really, I feel like the older person in the situation is usually really controlling, and it's just not a healthy dynamic. When you have basically all your friends and family telling you, don't do this, don't see this person, you're making a mistake, usually they're onto something. I personally believe in, I think it's called the wisdom of the masses, which is basically the foundation of it's the foundation of democracy if you think about it. And it's the belief that typically what the majority of people are saying or want is the right thing. So again, when you have all your friends and family saying don't date this person, they're probably onto something and you should listen to them. But I feel when you're that young, when you're 18, you think you know how the world works, but let me tell you, you have absolutely no idea. You still have the mind of a teenager. It's true. Legally and on paper you may be an adult, but you still have a lot of maturing to do.
Bro, can someone please explain to me why it's so hard to get a girlfriend in 2025? I swear, it's right after COVID ended, the dating scene has hit a huge reset button or something, because trying to bag a 10 out of 10 with good intentions is just as hard as trying to get a job. Most of these girls nowadays have all been done wrong by so many dudes that their standards are higher than a white girl on The only way you're gonna get a girl nowadays is if you got that Bill Gates money, you're Duke Dennis type of handsome, or you got that Jason Love shaboing boing. Other than that, these girls ain't even gonna acknowledge you. Long were the days of when personality truly mattered. And even if you do come across a fine shit that meets all your standards, 9 times out of 10, they already got a man's. All you're left with is all the bobs who have swallowed up more kids than a daycare center, bruh. Hoflation is truly at an all-time high, especially for child motherfuckers. me. It's gonna get to a point where my phone is gonna be super dry, that the only girls I'm gonna end up talking to is ChatGPT and Siri, bro.
This guy's hilarious. But he's speaking facts, man. I feel like the reason for all of this is that like it really comes down to just money, you know? And back to like the previous TikTok, I feel like when you're younger, you're still kind of like, you're still programmed, you're kind of indoctrinated from like, you know, the media and stuff. Like the media you grew up watching, that like, oh, true love exists and blah blah blah, you know, like that kind of stuff. You really have to unlearn that, especially today, because a lot of people out here are just trying to survive. And when more and more people are struggling to make ends meet, they're gonna look at dating as like an opportunity and less of like, oh, I'm in it for love or whatever. And that's not to say that like love is like completely dead. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that like it feels like we've hit a point where dating has feels really transactional, and the dating apps seem to like reinforce this stereotype, or I guess this sad reality where more and more people they're treating dating and relationships as like a business transaction. It's honestly really sad to see.
You know what's offensive? Dating apps in your 30s. Do you know what's more offensive? When the people in your life who are in relationships or married or dating look at you with pity and they say, just keep trying, your time's coming, it'll happen when you least expect it, just get out there and meet people. No. Have you been on Hinge lately? Have you been on Hinge in 2025? If the answer is no, you are not allowed to give me your opinion. Like, I'm 31, and this whole meeting people organically out and about thing, I just don't think it exists anymore. I don't think people communicate in person. So we've been trying the dating apps. Let's start by Hinge. Offensive. The most offensive thing is when the little prompt comes up on Hinge and it says, we think you two are the most compatible, and then you see who they're thinking you're compatible with. I'm like, that's what I'm bringing in? So it's a me issue. And then we have Tinder. Tinder is only good if you're overseas and you're in Europe, and that's really if you want to hook up with a hot European man. They are very sexy. But like in America, you're going to get kidnapped and you won't be alive if you go on Tinder. And then we have Bumble. Bumble's a lot of work. I don't like to do all the work. I feel like I have to do so much work in my real life as a girl. No, I don't want to message you. I'm sorry. And last but not least, we have this magical app called Raya, which is like very exclusive. All the people not on Raya, they want to be on Raya. Let me tell you, no, you don't. You don't want to be on Raya. They're matching you with people in Dubai, people in freaking Australia, people in Europe. No one where you live. And then if you do come across someone where you actually live and you do match with them, no one speaks. No one speaks. And if you do match with someone and you message them and they respond, or vice versa, you're never going to meet up. Raya is not for that. Raya is to see what famous person you come across, see if you can match with them. Maybe you'll hook up with them and have a good story, and that's that. And welcome to dating in 2025. So if you're not on a dating app, congratulations. Life is great. Do not give me your opinion.
What the hell is even Raya? I've never heard of that dating app before. Have you guys heard of that? It sounds like the delusional dating app. She said that you can meet like famous people on there. Like, bruh. Like, let me stop you right there, girl. You are not as important as you think you are. Like, this is crazy. We really live in like delulu times. Like, you really gotta be delusional to look that mid and think you can bag like, I don't know, Tom Brady or Leonardo DiCaprio. Oh wait, never mind. She cannot bag Leonardo DiCaprio. She's already older than 25. I wonder if Leonardo DiCaprio is having a tough year. I feel like 2025 is just not his year. But yeah, I think this is also a major part of the problem, is that we've got so many people with like inflated egos. Like, social media really has done a number on a lot of people. Like, I've seen some people hit like 1,000 followers and they think they honestly believe that they're like famous. It's pretty crazy. It's honestly ridiculous. And I don't know, I think a lot of people need to like come back down to earth, because this kind of behavior is just ruining a lot of things. I don't know. I feel like we all need to sort of just step away from the phones for a little bit, because it really does feel like that damn phone. We all need to come back down to earth and maybe start treating each other with just some common decency. And here's the problem with that whole like, you have to be delulu like mentality, because when you think you're just above everyone else, you inherently look down on everyone else. And it's just not a good thing. Like, as a society, I feel like if everyone has in their head that they're better than everyone else, that inherently means we live in a society where like everyone fends for themselves. We don't work together. Like, no one works together. No one wants to work together to make life better. It's all just like, how can I use these people, you know? It's messed up. But anyway, guys, this one's getting kind of long. I'm going to wrap it up here. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got something out of it. If you did, please give me a like down below. Dislike it if you dislike it. Let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think it really is that damn phone? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, if you enjoy this sort of content, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It would help me and the channel go a long way. But anyway, guys, I will catch you in the next one. Later.